Okay, so let's look at some more examples. When we're using the calculation aspect of time, so the working out part of it, it's important for us to follow this procedure. So look at this now. In this case, we don't have a 0 degree that is represented there, because you know that with 0 degrees, whether you add or subtract, you'll still get the same answer. But in this case, it says if it is 1 p.m. at 30 degrees west, what time will it be at 60 degrees west? The principle for the first part of the calculation here is that once the hemispheres are the same, just like how we have it here, you're going to subtract the first part of the equation. So in this case, you're going to have 60 degrees minus 30 degrees. And in this case, we're going to be left with what? 30 degrees. After that, now you're going to find out how much hours we're getting out of this 30 degrees. So you're going to now divide this by 15 degrees. Once you divide this by 15 degrees, you're left with 2 hours. Then now you're going to use the principle that we discovered earlier that says places to the east, you add time if you're going towards the east. Places to the west, now you subtract if you're going towards places to the west. So you apply this principle once you'd have figured out this operation here. So it's 2 hours. It's 30 degrees west and you're going 60 degrees west. So in this case, you're going to be moving towards let's check. So we'll draw up our line there to double check to see where we're going. So we would have 0 degrees here, 15, 30, 45, 60, and this is the western hemisphere, and then we have the eastern over this side, so on. So at 30 degrees, it's going to be what? 1 p.m. and we're trying to figure out the time here. So in this case, we're going to be going to what direction? To the west. Once we're going to the west, we subtract. So it means that we're going to take away 2 hours from 2 p.m. If we do that, what time will we be left with? Let's check. So it's 1 p.m. 1 p.m. is the same thing as 1300 or 13 hours. And we take 2 from that. We're left with 11. So in this case, it's going to be 11 what? AM or PM? AM. Because after 1 p.m. you have 12 noon and then you'd have 11 AM. Now let's look at the second example. We follow the same procedure. West, west, it's the same. So we're going to have 90 minus 30 degrees. We're left with 60. 60 divided by 15. We're left with 4 hours. Now we're going to what? 90 degrees. So we put 90 here. So we're still going towards the west. So we're still going to subtract. So we subtract the hours now from that. So 1 o'clock from 4 hours. So all you do is take 2 from this. So that would be what? 9. Right? So you'd have 13 hours from 4. You're left with 9. So in this case, the answer would be 9 AM.